Hello, hello, and welcome back to another practice. My name is Julisse, and today we're going to be doing some yoga focused on reducing stress and anxiety in the body, in the mind, and just releasing some emotions that might be stored up. So let's get to it. So today we'll start at the top of the mat in mountain. Nice tall spine here, grounding all four corners of the feet into the mat. Just taking a few breaths to settle into your practice and allow your body and mind to be present. On the next inhale, make it a big one. And exhale, sigh it out. From here, we're inhaling the hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump back into your plank. One breath here. And exhale, press it back into your downward dog. Feel free to pedal the legs out, sway the hips from side to side. One more breath. And exhale, rippling forward into your plank and straight into your chaturanga. So you can do knees, chest, chin all the way down, or just press straight down to the floor. From here, we're going to inhale up into our cobra, drawing those shoulders towards the waist. Exhale back down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. And exhale back down. One more. Inhale up. And exhale back down. From here, we're inhaling, pressing back into our plank. Take a breath. And exhale, downward facing dog. One more breath here. And on your exhale, we're stepping or jumping back to the top of the mat. Feet meet the hands. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. And exhale, back into mountain. So take a couple breaths here, just checking in with the body. Notice how you feel. On your next inhale, make it a big one. And exhale, sigh. Good. From here, we're inhaling those hands back up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Step or jump back into your plank. Take a breath. On the exhale, find your downward facing dog. One more breath here. And on the exhale, ripple forward into your plank, straight down into your chaturanga. From here, we're inhaling up into our cobra. Exhale back down. Two more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale down. On the next inhale, pushing up back into your plank. Take a breath. And on the exhale, we're back into downward facing dog. One more breath here. On the exhale, we're stepping or jumping back to the top of the mat. In forward fold, we're going to inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale it all the way up. And exhale back down into mountain. We're going to do that sequence one more time. But first, let's check in with the body. A couple breaths here. On the next inhale, make it a big one. And exhale, sigh. Nice. Let's inhale those hands up to the sky. Exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back into your plank. Take a breath. And on your exhale, downward dog. One more breath here. Exhale, ripple forward into your plank and straight into your chaturanga. From here, we're inhaling up into cobra or upward facing dog, and exhale back down. Inhale up, drop those shoulders, and exhale back down. Last one, let's inhale up. This time we're gonna hold it, continue to breathe, hold it, and exhale back down. Tucking the toes here, we're gonna press back up into our plank. On your next exhale, pushing back into downward dog. One more breath. And on the exhale, step or jump back to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. From here, we're going to stay in our forward fold for a little bit. Feel free to keep the hands on the mat. Or you can fold the elbows in to find a rag doll. And continue to breathe. Allowing the head to hang heavy. Feeling the stretch in the neck, in the back, and the backs of the legs here. On your next inhale, make it a big one. And exhale, side out. We're dropping those hands back to the mat if they're not already there. We're going to inhale, slowly roll all the way back up. Hands come to the sky. We're going to reach. Up on the tippy toes. Reach. And exhale, heels down and hands down. As usual, let's take a couple breaths just to check in. See how you're feeling. All right, on your next inhale, those hands go back up to the sky. Exhale them down into heart center. We're going to shift that weight into the left leg and find a tree. All right, so you can prop this right foot up on the shin when you find your balance, or you can bring it up to the thigh if that's in your practice today. Just be mindful of trying to avoid placing that foot on the knee so we don't put too much pressure on the knee, okay? So continue to breathe. If you fall down, it is completely fine. Just hop right back up and try it again. If you feel some shakes, that's a good thing. That means your stabilizer muscles are trying to find that balance. So keep going. One more breath here. On the exhale, we're going to step it back into our high lunge. Up on that back toe. Inhale those hands up to the sky. We're going to exhale the hands down to the mat. Take a breath here. Feel that stretch in that front right hip. And on your next inhale, we're just going to open that left hand up to the sky. Dropping those shoulders away from the ears. And breathe. One more breath here. Exhale that left hand down. Drop that right knee to the mat. All right, make sure this left knee is above the left ankle. From here, we're going to inhale up, untucking those toes. On your next exhale, we're just going to press those hips forward and down. If you like, you can open your heart up, gaze towards the sky. One more breath. On the inhale, we're pressing back up. And exhale, pressing back into our half splits. All right, we're popping the left toes up towards the sky. Inhale, nice long back. And exhale, fold. One more breath here. And on the inhale, we're rippling back forward into our low lunge. From here, let's take the left hand inside of the left foot. Heel toe that left foot out towards the edge of the mat. We're going to inhale, nice open heart. And exhale, coming down into lizard. So if it's good for you today to just stay up on the hands, that is just fine. If you want a bit of an extra stretch, you can go ahead and drop down to the elbows. And breathe. If you want to take it just a little bit further, go ahead and make the left forearm parallel to the top of the mat. We're going to reach back, grab that right foot. Wherever you are on your exhale, allowing that right foot to float back to the mat if it's not already there. We're going to inhale up, nice open heart. Exhale, tuck the toes. We're stepping back into our plank. On your next exhale, we're pushing back into downward facing dog. Wherever you are on your next inhale, we're just rippling forward into our plank, finding our chaturanga. Inhale up, find your back bend. Exhale down. From here, we're going to push it up, back into our plank. Next exhale, find your downward facing dog. From here, we're inhaling that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, we're slowly drawing that knee forward. We're going to place the right foot at the top of the mat. Take your breath, find your balance. And when you're ready, pushing up into your high lunge. Let's inhale those hands up to the sky. And exhale, we're just bringing both hands down to frame the front foot. Wherever you are on your next inhale, we're just opening up that right hand to the sky. Again, drop those shoulders down and away from the ears. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, we're going to drop that right hand back to the mat. Take a breath. Whenever you're ready, let's heel toe that right foot out to the edge and bring the right hand inside. Take a breath. Exhale, let's drop that back knee. We're going to open the heart here. And exhale when you're ready. We're going to drop down into lizard. Again, if you want to stay up on your hands, that is just fine. Continue to breathe. If you want to find your modification, go ahead and swivel that right forearm around and grab that back left foot. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and release that left foot back to the mat. We're going to press back up onto the hands. Inhale, nice open heart. And exhale, we're pushing back into our half splits. Right toes go up to the sky. And fold on your exhale. So take notice of your hips here. As much as you can, try to press that left hip forward and draw the right hip backwards. Feel a nice stretch in that right side hip there. One more breath. Exhale, sigh it out. We're pressing back into our low lunge, popping back up onto the left toes. Take a breath. From here, we're stepping back into our plank, going straight into chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Continue to breathe here. On your next exhale, we're going to step or jump back to the top of the mat. We're bringing the feet wide on the mat here. Heels in, toes out. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and slowly sink the hips down into your malasana squat. Now, if this is too much for you, go ahead and sit the glutes right on the mat and just keep the leg position, all right? It'll prepare your body to be able to do the pose in the future. Feel free to bring your hands to prayer. Open those elbows wide. Nice open heart. One more breath here. And exhale, sigh it out. We're going to inhale straight up to the sky. Exhale, hands down, back into mountain. We're just going to slowly walk the heels and toes back in so they're about hip distance apart. And from here, we're going to prepare to do our tree on the other side, okay? So whenever you're ready, bring those hands back to prayer. We're going to shift the weight into the right foot. Go ahead and prop that left ankle up onto the shin. And whenever you're ready, draw that left foot up to the shin or to the thigh, whatever works for you, okay? And continue to breathe. Squeezing those glutes together, lifting the heart up to engage the core. One more breath here. From here, we're inhaling those hands up to the sky if you can. Find your balance, find your balance. Exhale, we're just bringing it all back to the mat. We're going to close the eyes down here. Check in with our body for the last time in this practice. Seeing how you feel versus how you felt when you started. Just take a moment. to thank your body for what it allows you to do today, what it allows you to do every day. Telling your body, thank you, I love you, and you are perfect just the way you are. On your next inhale, we're slowly drawing those hands back up to the sky in prayer. Exhale the thumbs down to the forehead. Feel free to repeat after me. On this day, may I keep kind thoughts of myself and of others. May I focus on thoughts of peace, thoughts of love, thoughts of relaxation. I am the observer. I decide which thoughts to focus on and which ones to allow to float right on by. Thumbs drift down to the lips. On this day, may I speak words of life, words of love, words of truth unto myself and others. May I speak words that inspire peace and relaxation. And thumbs float down to the heart. On this day, may my heart be open to giving and receiving love in all directions. My heart is at peace. Thumbs come back up to the forehead as we bow. Namaste. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in your practice today. If this was helpful to you at all, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments any videos you might want to see in the future. And I'll see you next time.